Hi everyone, we are in the part 6 of Godot game development tutorials for beginners, and in this video we are making the enemy explosion animation. One of the fun parts of game making is making the animations, and we are going to make the animation using two different methods. One is we are using the default method, or that most of the people use by making the animation using different sprite frames. And next we are going to use uh, particle system for making the explosion animation. So without further wasting any time, let's get started. First of all, let me show you how much progress we have done in our project. So let's click on the play scene here, and this is our player sprite, and we can just hit the enemy with our bullets, but it so doesn't look that much exciting because we haven't included any type of animation in here. So let's start. So to make the animation, right now we are in the enemy nodes, and let's add a new node to this enemy node. So click on the enemy node and right click and hit on add child node, and here we are going to search for animated sprite 2D. For the explosion animation, just click it and create. So we have got the animated sprite 2D, and next we have to get some of the sprites for our animation. Yeah, right now we just have this picture of the asteroid and nothing. So let's search for our explosion animation. So if you guys have already downloaded that asset that I have included in the previous tutorial, then we have the animation there. So if you guys haven't still downloaded the asset for this game, I will just provide the link in the description also. So let's get the asset. So we have got different assets here, and for the explosion animation we have got this sprite frames: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 9. So 9 sprite frames are there. So first of all, let's get back to our project, and inside here we have got the asset folder, and let's make another folder. Right click and create new folder, and let's rename it what, explosion frames, exp p l o s i o n explosion. Just write explosion. Okay, and inside here we are going to drag all our assets. Okay, let's select all the assets we want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 assets. Drag it and drop it inside the explosion folder like this, and we can see all the assets here. And now we have got the animated sprite 2D. Let's rename it. Let's just rename it explos and explosion, animate animation. And next, click on the explosion animation, and in here in the inspector panel we have got the animation option here. Click in here, and then in the sprite frames just click in the empty and click in new sprite frames, and after that we have to refresh it. So to refresh, we just click on another node and get back to our node, and we have got our sprite frames tab here. And now let's drag our frames one by one. The first frame, second frame, third frame, fourth frame, fifth frame, sixth frame, seventh frame, eighth frame, and the ninth frame. So we have got total 9 frames from 0 to 8. And if we just hit play, look at here. Yeah, this is the explosion animation. Stop it. And this is the speed of the animation. Let me just make it 7 frames per second. Hit enter, and let's see the difference. It's a little bit faster. Let's pause it, and it's the default animation. The animation name is default. So let's rename it. We just say explosion. EXPLOSIO and explosion. Hit enter. EXPLOSIO and explosion. So our animation name is explosion, and then we have 7 frames per second speed of this animation. And here, look at here. So this is the animation loop. It's currently on. So we just want the animation to be shown just once. Yeah. So let me just click here again, and now I can only make the animation just once. So let's play once and done. Yeah. And that's our animation, and we have to make it work when the bullet hits this asteroid or the enemy. So to do that, let's go back. First of all, let's save it and go to the scripts tab. And in here, first of all, let's go back here, the 2D. So right now we are seeing the animation, yeah, one of the frame of the animation. So we don't want it to be seen right now. So we want it to be seen only when it is hit by the bullet. So let's hide it. To hide it, we can just click in here and it will hide. But we are doing it with code, okay? So let's go to save it. Let's go to scripts tab and click on the enemy. And here we are going to hide it. First of all, we are going to make a function called func ready ready underscore ready. Sorry. So this is the default function of the of any of the nodes, and this function will run every time once you load the node. Yeah, it will just run once at first when you run the node. So at first, what we are going to do is we are going to hide this explosion animation. So first of all, let's drag our explosion animation inside this script and hit control. Also click on control, and you will get this variable animation underscore explosion that will represent this node explosion animation. And now first of all, let's hide it. EXPLO explosion animation dot hide hide. Save it. And now once the this enemy get called or instantiated, first of all the explosion animation will be hidden, and we are going to show once it is hit by the bullet. Save it, and let's get back to the bullet GD right now. So here is the script where we have checked if it has entered the body or not. Yeah, so if the bullet has entered a body and the body is in the group's enemy, yeah, then we have uh, deleted that asteroid or this enemy. So if we go to the enemy node, and if we check its node and in the groups, we can see enemies. So this enemy is in the group called enemies. So that's what we have checked here. And if it's in the group enemies, then we have queue freed, means the body has been deleted. So here we have to show the animation. So let's do that. First of all, let's check another thing in the body. Okay, first of all, let's just make this queue free on the above code here. Yeah, we have queue freed, means this bullet, the bullet is also deleted once it has hit the enemy. And then after we have deleted the bullet, we need to check another thing. So if body dot has uh, underscore node and this node. What's the name of the node? EXPLO as an explosion, ANIMAT an animation. Yeah, and colon. Yeah. So what we have done here is if this bullet has entered the body, and if the body is the enemy, that means this node. So if this node has been entered, then the bullet will be deleted first, and then after that we check another thing to confirm that it is actually the enemy sprite, enemy node. So how did we check? We have checked if this body has this node, explosion animation. So right now this body has the explosion animation node, and that's how we get confirmation. So if this body has the explosion animation, we have deleted this body. So this whole enemy sprite. So we are not going to delete our enemy sprite right now because we have to show the explosion animation. So before deleting, so we are going to show the animation. First of all, body dot get underscore node. So we are going to get the node, this node. Control C, Control V, and what we are going to do is we are going to show. Yeah. So once the body is confirmed that it is an enemy a body, then we show the explosion animation, this one. Yeah, make it visible, and then we play the animation. To play the animation, we just do body dot get underscore node, and then this one, Control V, and then we just use play play, and inside here we name the uh, give the name of the animation. So let's see what we have. The animation name is explosion. So we just write here explosion, 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 and save it. And next we are not going to do q.body free here. First let's see what happens. Yeah, if there occurs error, then we will solve it. Save it and let's hit play, and let me hit the enemy, and we don't see nothing here. Look, yeah, and I stop it. So we don't see nothing because once we played the explosion, we also deleted the whole body. That's why. So we don't want to delete it right away. Yeah. So to prevent this, let me just save it, and let's go back to our enemy ZD script, and inside here let's click on the explosion animation, and let's go to the node, and in the signals, and here we are going to get the signal animation finished. Yeah, once we finish the animation, then only we are going to delete the body. So let's click on the animation underscore finished, and then click on connect, and again click on connect. Then we get this function on explosion animation finished. So after this animation is finished, then only we are going to delete the body, this enemy body. So here we are going to use right QUE Q3. Yeah, that means delete this body. Save it, and in the bullet.gd we had this one, so we don't want this body to be deleted here. So we only want it to be deleted once the animation is finished. So let's delete this code and save it, and let's see what happens. Play, and boom, and that's the animation. Look, yeah, and let's just hide the asteroid sprite also. Yeah, because it doesn't look that much good. Look, yeah, the asteroid animation is still seen. So let's hide it also. So to hide the asteroid animation, uh, so it's right here. Sprite 2D has the texture of this asteroid. So we will hide it. Okay. To hide it, let's go back to script. And in here, before showing the explosion animation, let's hide it. Body dot get underscore node, and in here we just write SPRIT sprite to D to D and dot HID hide. So save it, and we have hidden this asteroid image. Save it, and let's see the difference. Boom, boom, yeah, boom, 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 boom. And another thing we see here is, look at here. So if I hit the bullet and hit it again, since the bullets is still hitting the asteroid. Look, yeah, I tried so many times. Look, it's still colliding with the asteroid. So let's fix this issue also. Look here, yeah. So let's fix this issue. To fix this issue, what we have to do is here we call another thing called body dot get underscore node. So this one, collision safety. This is the node which interacts with the environment. So let's call this node here COLLI collision as such a P shape to 2D, and we are going to call set as it is set underscore DEF deferred, and in here we are going to write DISSJSABLED disabled, comma TRUE true. This one DISABLED, yeah, and save it. So what we have done is, once our bullet has hit the enemy, then it will show the hide the main asteroid sprite and show the animation. And while showing the animation, we also did made disabled true the collision shape. So collision shape that would interact with the environment have been disabled. So it will not interact with the environment. Now bullet will pass through that exploding asteroid or the enemy. Let's see. Play, and now hit, and now look, our bullet can pass the exploding asteroid like this. Yeah, and save it. Next, let's introduce the particle system now. Yeah, we have done the animation. It looks good. And to make it even better, let's add a particle animation. So to add the particle system, let's click on the enemy sprite, and then let's right click in here and add a child node and search for particle, particle particle. So we are going to just use CPU particle for now for simplicity, and click in here and create, and let's rename this particle EXPLOS explosion PARTICLE particle, and let's click on the explosion particle, and let's get to the inspector of this, and let's click on the 2D also. So we have got a small particle here. Yeah, So if we look at it, it's a square shaped particle. Right now we haven't added any texture, so let's add a texture of our particle first. So to add the texture for the particle, let me just make another uh, folder here for the particle. Let's call it particles, Particle, particle. And inside here, let's get our particle first. Let's get back to our its particle. So we don't have any particles right now. I'll just utilize one of the bullets, a small bullet, this one. Drag it inside the project and put it in the particle folder like this. And inside here we have got the particle, and in here we have got the texture tab here. So let's drag our particle inside here, and we have got this particle look. Yeah, and let's just make our particle system. Right now it just goes down, look. And let's increase the amount to 16. Yeah, and next what do we do? Let's go to open the time tab here, and in here the lifetime is 1 seconds. Okay, it's good. And then the speed scale is 1 second. So let's make it 2. Yeah, make it a little bit faster. It's very fast right now. And next it's explosiveness. So we are going to make it explosive. That's why let's make it 1. Yeah, the full value. And it's just going downwards. And next the randomness, let's make it 0.3. Yeah, and next what do we do? Life randomness, okay, let's make it 0.23. And next, in the drawing, let's make it local coordinate system. Yeah, and next in the emission shape, so right now it's going from the point, yeah, from the middle. So let's make it sphere surface, and let's make the surface of the sphere, the radius how much, 12. Like this. Yeah, and next what we have here, particle fab. We are not going to do anything in the direction. Do we have to keep a direction? Let's give it 0, no direction right now. And the spread, let's make it this much, 72. And next let's go to gravity, and inside gravity we don't have gravity in the space, so let's make it 0. Yeah, like this. And for the velocity, okay, initial velocity is 0, and final velocity, let's make it 20 pixels per second. And for the angular velocity, let's make it -10. The initial will be -10, and the maximum will be 10 plus 10 to -10. Next, the linear acceleration, the minimum acceleration, let's make it -20, and the maximum acceleration 20, plus to -20. And next one, we are not going to touch radial acceleration, tangential damping. Let's make the angle, show angle, let's make it -8, the minimum angle, and maximum angle +8. And the next, the scale. So the minimum scale, let's make it 1, and maximum scale, let's make it twice. Yeah, some will be bigger, some will be smaller, some particles. Let's click on the split scale. What happens? Nothing. Okay. And next, for the color, white is good. And then the color lamp. Click on the color lamp and click on the new gradient. Click in the color here, and let's make the color. Double click, and in here we are going to make it yellow color first. Where's the yellow color? Is it a yellow color? Where is yellow color? Okay, this color looks good. And then after that, the final color will be, double click in this place here. Okay, and let's make it orange color. This color. So it goes from yellow color to orange color, or even red. Let's make it red. Yeah. And that's it for the color ramp. And I think we are done here. Let's see and save it. Our particles have been adjusted, all the things have been given, and let's see what happens now. So right now we have got this type of animation, and we are going to make it once at that. It's repeating right now, so we don't want it to be repeated. Just make it once. Click in here, and if you click any bit, so it will go like this. Yeah, and save it, and let's get back to our codes in the scripts. And in here, in the bullet ZD, we are going to make it explode also. So in here, let's make body dot get underscore node, and in here our particle name is explosion particle, EXPLOS ion explosion PARTICLE particle dot, and we are going to call the restart function restart start save. Yeah, so this will make the explosion particle explode just once, and save it. Let's see. I think that's it. Yeah, let's see. There will be one error, but let's see. Play and hit the, yeah. So look, and that's the particle explosion effect. How does it look? I think it looks good. It would be even better if it was done by the professional people, but it looks good for us for the tutorial. Yeah, and the one thing is stop it. So we have made the particle explosion here. Yeah, we have started the particle, and let's get back to the enemy ZD, and in here we have made the explosion animation finish. Yeah, once the animation is finished, we have made it deleted the sprite. So we are not going to delete the sprite here because we have added another explosion particle, and this will go for little bit more amount of time than the first animation. So let's click in the explosion particle animation, and in the node here, let's say grab a signal finished, click on the finished, and then connect and click. And in here, once the explosion particle has been finished, then we are going to delete the asteroid, not here. Okay, so let's grab this code, Control X, and just put it here, Control V, save it, and in here we just write pass right now, save it, and that's it. Once the explosion of the particle is finished, then we are going to delete the our node, enemy node. Save it, and let's see the difference if we can detect or not. Hit, yeah, and that's how we make the explosion animation, guys. Boom, 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 boom. And that's it for this tutorial, guys. Thank you. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe my channel. And I will see you in the next part. Thank you, guys.